Hey guys, this is David coming to you from the Ultimate Survival Challenge, where I get to tag team teach with two fantastic survival instructors, Craig Cottle, the founder of Nature Reliance School, and primitive skills expert Clint Chavoyne. So while we're here, I asked Clint to do a mini series of 3 videos covering some of our favorite traps. So in this video, Clint's going to show you how to build a deadfall live trap that you can make with some cord and sticks, and a bonus urban modification of this trap that can keep you fed through rough times, no matter where you live. Coming up next on Ultimate Survival Tips.
All right guys, I'm going to show you one of my favorite live traps. Basically what I'm going to make is just a basket. And this trap is great because, as we all know, live food doesn't spoil. So the first step we're going to take is to tie a piece of paracord to each end of these 2 sticks, and then we're simply just going to make an X. Basically what I'm doing is I'm just putting these sticks in kind of a pyramid pattern. As I'm doing this X in the middle here is going to tighten up, and there'll be more and more tension on these cross members that I'm putting in here. And what we'll end up with is a basket. All right guys, so what I'm doing now is I'm actually going to place a stone on top. This will do 2 things for me. It'll close off the top of the basket so nothing can escape. It's also going to add quite a bit of weight to the top of this trap to help keep whatever we may catch from flipping the trap over. So I'm just going to wedge it right in between these sticks. And then I'm just going to finish the trap off by adding a couple more larger sticks on top, just to kind of max out the tension on this paracord. All right guys, so now we need to make the trigger for this trap. And all I'm gonna do is just take a stick. This one's about, a foot tall. And what this is gonna do is it's gonna wedge and hold our trap up. Okay, but it's not done yet. What I need to do now is get out my saw. And I'm gonna saw a little above the halfway point. So I've sawn through about halfway. Now I'm gonna flip my stick over, go down about an inch or 2, and I'm gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. So now when I snap this stick, it should break pretty clean. So let's put it up against this tree here and see if we can break this. And just like that, we now have 2 halves. These 2 halves will fit together, and I'll attach some bank line to the bottom and the top to finish our trigger. So all I'm doing here is I'm just making sure that I have a viable trigger. Okay, as you can see, this is gonna work just great. Even though my stick's split in half, this promontory peg style trigger system is gonna hold by way of friction until the trap's triggered. The next step I need to do is I need to connect one end of bank line to the back corner on the right side and do the same on the left side. All I'm doing is setting my trap up just so I can get the proper tension around this string on the back. I'm gonna loop it a couple times just to keep it where I need it until I can tie it off. So at this point I can go ahead and drop my trap again, and I'll have a pretty accurate measurement of where I need to tie my loop. All right guys, so we've got our trigger set. The next thing I need to do is bait my trap. Now everything likes peanut butter, even me. So what I like to do is carry a small container of peanut butter in the woods on a backpack, or I'm out in the wilderness. And all I'm gonna do is just take a healthy dollop there and just smear it all over this rock. And then just for artistic effect, let's just stack a couple rocks up under here. Make them work to get this bait. I'm gonna set this right under here, very carefully. And guys, the way this trap works is when the animal comes in, they're gonna go to get the bait and they're gonna actually hit this line, okay? So in this setting, we're going mainly for a squirrel or something of that variety, a chipmunk. There's a lot of squirrel in the area. So ideally, they'll come in, they'll hit the rope, and we'll catch them in our trap. So we covered the primitive live trap over in the woods. We've now come out to a transition area into a meadow. What I'm going to show you now is an urban version of that same basket trap. All you need to build this trap is some dental floss, a pencil, and a milk crate or a laundry basket. Let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is to grab a pencil, and we'll use our saw, just like with the trap trigger for the primitive version. We're going to saw halfway down on one side. We're going to turn the pencil over, move about an inch down from that first cut, and do the same thing again. All right guys, so if all goes well, we should be able to break our pencil and roughly get a similar trigger system to the primitive trap we had earlier. The next thing we're going to do is take our dental floss and we're going to tie it to each of the back corners of our basket. So now that we have our dental floss attached to our pencil, we're going to go ahead and set our trap. So I'll go ahead and place the pencil together. I'll bring our basket down to the pencil. It's pretty light, so what we can do is try to put a rock on top of it. Okay, and that's going to help it to fall quicker and on possibly larger birds. I'm just going to take this old stale bagel and I'm just going to kind of sprinkle it around in the area because birds are curious. Okay, I'll throw a little bit out here just to kind of entice them, and they're pretty dumb, so eventually they will walk in here. And this trap's great because live food never spoils. And in an urban environment where you have all kinds of starlings and small birds like that generally live in urban areas, you could easily, you know, feed yourself in some hard times. So we'll throw that in there, and the way this trap is gonna work is our bird of question is gonna come in and they're actually gonna end up hopping on that line eventually, and the trap's gonna fall. You come back, chicken dinner.
For your convenience, I placed links to Clint's social media sites along with some great resources on traps and snares in the video description. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel on YouTube and the Ultimate Survival Tip Show on Carbon TV. For more tips, reviews, and to get your free subscription to our survival e-mag, check out ultimatesurvivaltips.com. Okay, this is David. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you on the other side, and remember, be prepared because you never know. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. So I want to say, if you're interested in attending our next Ultimate Survival Challenge Level 1, click the link over there or in the video description to learn more. So when I conceived the Ultimate Survival Challenge over 3 years ago, I designed it for folks like you and me who have limited time and money but want the most comprehensive survival training in the shortest amount of time possible. So in just 3 days, you'll be trained using primitive, hybrid, and modern survival techniques and gear. And once you're trained, you'll get to test yourself through a gauntlet of challenges that reinforce everything that you learned. And you'll have a chance to win a Boss tricked out MSK1 survival knife. And we're going to give away a ton of other gear during the training. But best of all, the Ultimate Survival Challenge is a fun, encouraging, and family-friendly event designed for guys and gals of any skill level, ages 12 and up. Okay guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you and hang out at the next Ultimate Survival Challenge.